Now we're going to talk about direct variation. And this is how I think of direct variation problems. Suppose you have a lemonade stand in the desert. And you find as the temperature goes up, your sales go up. That's an example of direct variation. Okay, makes sense. It gets hotter, so you sell more lemonade. Okay? Direct variation can be modeled by variable equals k, and k represents a constant. I don't know why we use k, but we always use k, times x. Okay? That's how we model direct variation. Now in the problems, they have to tell you if it's direct variation, and they will. Okay, so here comes our first example. The number of calories burned, C, varies directly. Okay, so C is going to be like your y, it's the first variable, varies directly with the amount of time, T, spent exercising. Okay, so calories is going to equal, and you have to put in a k times T. We always have a constant, so it's called the constant of variation, so there's always a k. C, calories, varies directly, so it equals k, some constant, times, and in this case it's T. Okay? That is the equation. So part A says, write the equation that relates C and T. There we go, we got it. C equals KT. C equals KT. Sometimes my K looks like an X. Okay. Now it says, how many calories would he burn if he exercised for 90 minutes? Okay, so what you have to do is you have to figure out what K is. But they're going to give us the information right here. It says Arnold burns 312 calories. So 312 for the calories. We don't know what K is. In 65 minutes of exercising. Okay. Now we can figure out what K is. That's just an equation. So divide both sides by 65. And a lot of times we'll go ahead and get a decimal for this. Let's see what it is. 312 divided by 65, 4.8. You could use a fraction, but a lot of times they'll just use a decimal. So 4.8 for K. So what that means then is I can know how many calories I'm burning based on how much time I exercise by multiplying by 4.8. So I figured out what K was. So these problems kind of come in four parts. First, you set up the relationship. Okay, so that's like step one. Then you have to figure out what K is. Step two. They're going to give you the information so you can find K. They have to tell you a situation so that you can figure out K. And now they want us to, well, step three, once you figure out K, then you can rewrite your equation from step one with the value of K. Now they're going to want us to figure something out. So this is part B for this problem. This was part A up here. We answered that question. Okay, how many calories would he burn if he exercised for 90 minutes? So we're trying to figure out the C, and we know he exercises for 90 minutes. So C equals 4.8 times the 90 minutes. So again, I'm just going to pull out a calculator and go 4.8 times 90. 432 calories. So Arnold is going to burn 432 calories when he exercises for 90 minutes. Okay, so that's how these problems work. And in the next video, we'll have one that's a different type of variation.